Today I'll be making some really cute Valentine's lanterns using tin cans. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm using a legal size piece of printer paper and I'm going to be cutting it lengthways 4 inches wide. And I'll be making 3 lanterns, so I'll be cutting 3 sheets of paper. Next, I'll be drawing out the design that I want on my tin cans, and since these are for Valentine's Day, I'm drawing hearts, and then I'll be adding just a little bit of scroll work on them. Now you can use any design that you want, and you can make these lanterns for any holiday or season. You could do flowers, you could do stars, trees, all kinds of things. Once I finish with that, I will be making dots all along the lines of my pattern. It will look similar to a dot to dot when I'm finished. And the reason that I'm making these dots is because we are going to be using a nail to punch holes in our tin cans. Now the first thing that I did was I put water in my tin cans and I put them in the freezer and I let them freeze solid. And this is a step that you don't want to skip. Next, here's my can that's got my frozen water in it. I'm going to be wrapping this pattern around my can and cutting it to the correct length. And then I'm just going to use some regular Scotch tape to tape my seam together. Once I'm done, I'm grabbing a hammer and a nail. I'm using a 2-inch nail because that's what I happen to have on hand, and it makes a little bit larger holes. And I'm just going to put the nail on the dot and tap the end of it through. Once I did this for a couple of minutes, I really got the hang of it. But that's all you do. You just do this on every dot on your pattern all the way around the can. Once I've done that, after I continue to finish up my pattern right here, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a hole, one on each side of the can, near the top of the can. And that's where I'll be placing my handle that I'll be making out of some medium weight picture wire. Once that's done, I'm going to peel off the paper, and here you can see the design with the holes that have been punched through the can. Sometimes when you freeze the can, the bottom will bulge, And so what we're going to do is let your ice melt, dump it out, and then turn your can upside down, gently hammer the bottom until it sits flat again. Now I'll be painting these, and I'm going to be doing one in red, one in pink, and one in white. I'm just using acrylic paint, and if you have spray paint, that would probably work a lot better because you won't have to go back afterwards and punch the dry paint out of some of your holes. But I didn't have any spray paint on hand, so I am just using a brush and my acrylic paint. For the red can, I did end up having to put 3 coats, but on the white can and the pink can, I only needed 2. If you have pink paint, that is great, you can use that, and if you don't, I just mixed white with red and made my own pink. Once I have all of my cans painted and the paint is dry, I just took a sewing machine needle, but you can use a pin or whatever you have, and I'm just poking through my holes where the paint has settled into it. Once that's done, I am cutting some wire. It's around 5 to 6 inches long, and I'll be cutting 3 pieces, 1 for each can, and this is what I'll be making the handles out of. Once I have my wire cut, I will be using my hands just to make them a little bit rounded. They'll be organic. These are handmade, so I don't really care if they're completely smooth or not. And I'll be taking a pair of pliers, and I will be bending out and slightly upward on each end of my wires. And then the portion that I bent will go through the holes, the one that I put on each side of the can at the top. And now we have our can with our handle. And then I'm taking a piece of jute twine and I'm just wrapping it around the top and tying it in a bow. Once I've done that, I'm going to repeat this process for the other 2 cans. Once I've finished with all 3 cans, then I will be placing Tealights into each one. And you want to be careful because the inside of the cans are a little bit sharp where the holes were poked. So just be careful not to cut yourself, or maybe if you want to use your pliers just to drop your Tealight down inside the can. And that's it. These turned out so cute. And here's where the magic happens. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Have a blessed day and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.